Mahal.
Hi, here's another video on how to do some of the cardboard creation. So today we're going to look at spires and domes. So if you're doing the Taj Mahal or the Hagia Sophia, this one here, you have domes and you have minarets, these guys here. And on top of the minarets you have some spires. Some of the other cathedrals had spires too, so we're going to look at that and figure out how to do it together. So you should know how to do this already because we did it last year when we made the pencils. And remember, the top of the pencil was a cone. So you need your scissors, some kind of piece of heavy cardstock. You can use paper if you don't have any, but it works a little bit better because it holds its form if it's heavier. So just have sort of a half circle shape like this. And then you want to sort of work it, you want to work the fibers a little bit so they get loose and they're easy to turn. You're going to sort of hold the tip here and rotate from there. I'm making this huge, obviously. You do not need to make it this big, but you want the point really closed at the top. And have your glue ready so that you can glue it and clamp it right away. I would hold the top of it here because that isn't clamped, and so it might need a little bit extra time. Because I'm using that special glue that dries really quickly, I'd say about 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Regular glue you might want to hold for 30 seconds to a minute. And then put it on the table to let it dry for a few more minutes before you get ready to attach it to your paper towel roll. I did the same thing with this paper towel roll as I did with the columns, which is I sliced it down, glued that, and then made it a little bit thinner. So you can see down here it's wide and here it's thinner. So I just folded it in on itself a little bit in order to get it skinnier at top. So that's how you do a minaret. You can find a lot of different ways to do this. I've already seen some kids doing it in their projects. So however you want to do this band around is fine by me. I did a circle and then I just snipped these several times and then glued them on top of each other so that they came in, and then I cut a hole in the middle so I could slide it on. You can see there. And I just traced this on here so I knew it was the right size hole. Okay, so how do we do domes? If you look over here on my computer, I have a dome template. It's also on the media page, so if you go where there's the photos of the different Parthenon and all the different buildings, you'll find it. I took a large circle, like I just found something in my house, like a plate or something, put it on your piece of paper, then trace the circle. Then I just drew out these by hand. I just counted that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took my ruler and I did a plus sign so I could sort of figure out with the center, the middle point, and then make sure that I had 8 all the way around. And then I taped them together. I cut it out and I taped them together. You can see how I drew it on here. Now you could tape this or glue this. This is how I made my dome, and I noticed that Piper did hers by doing paper mache on a balloon. That works too. It depends on what materials you have. So you can see that I had a big circle here. Then I found my midpoint by drawing a line across and across here, and then I did it twice more so that I had 2 lines dividing. And that way I found the center point, and then I just sort of eyeballed these shapes here. If you have a printer at home, you could just print that out. You can search it on Google and you'll find dome template, and you can print it out and cut it out, and that works just fine. If you have to do it the old-fashioned way like I did, it'd take a little bit more work, but you should have a good result. So that's how you do domes and spires and minarets. I hope you are enjoying making your cardboard creations and most of all having fun and being creative. Remember, you do not have to make an exact replica. This is all about you having fun. See you next time.